Hello everyone, my name is Miss McGuinn and I'm one of the history teachers here at WHGS. Today I'm here to tell you a little bit more about history at GCSE and why it's an amazing subject to study. Firstly, a lot of people ask us why study history in the first place. So studying history enables us to understand our past, inform the present and consider the future. History is a foundation in which we can see the world and understand it, and ultimately because of that it's fascinating. The skills that you gain from it are very transferable for a variety of interests, careers and paths into further education. So whether that's architecture, business, journalism, criminology, the world is really your oyster in that sense. History is a really valuable subject as well. The skills honed through the study of history, such as analysis, handling of evidence and creating balanced and fair arguments, are all extremely attractive traits to potential employers and universities. The next question we normally get asked is, what do we actually study if we do decide to do GCSE history? So we use the Edexcel GCSE spec, and that's split into 3 separate papers. So paper 1 is looking at crime and punishment from the year 1000 to the present day, and we have a specific Whitechapel study which is looking at the East End of London in the 1800s. Paper 2, we have 2 different papers where we look at Queen Elizabeth I from 1558 onwards, and we then have the Cold War from 1945 to 1992. Then finally for paper 3 we have Russia and the Soviet Union, where we look at the Communist Revolution, looking at the fall of the Tsar and the Russian kind of royal family and why that happened. So in terms of why we do all of those different topics, we want to create as much variety as possible for you so you can find at least one area that you're really interested in. And all of these are really complex, gritty topics that all have links to the modern day, which are really valuable. A lot of people assume that history is really difficult, but if you have these qualities and the determination to build the following skills, then history is definitely for you. You should be ultimately interested in the subject. The nerdier you are in history, the better. Note-taking, handling resources and handling resources and evidence is also really important, and your ability to research topics and skills more broadly around the topic is really important. It's also really important that you show some resilience, to keep going when you find it difficult and to keep pushing to benefit yourself in the most thorough way possible. So I hope that gives you an idea of what is beneficial about studying history. If you have any further questions about what you want to do, then please speak to myself, Mrs Stapleton, Miss Davis Cook or Mr Bradley in the history department.